Listen up. If you're grinding as a founder or you're an investor who's fed up with the same old numbers everyone throws around, you're in the right place. Because here's the ugly truth. Those classic metrics everyone obsesses over, revenue growth, burn rate, user count, they only tell part of the story. That's why so many safe bets crash and burn. They look good on paper, but underneath there's chaos, confusion, and frankly, a lack of real signals that matter. You're frustrated, right? Watching promising startups tank, or pouring cash into companies that vanish into thin air, and no one's giving you the real cues, the signals that actually predict who wins. Forget the spreadsheet toys that can be manipulated or just plain miss the essence. It's time to shift focus. There are non-traditional metrics buried deep in how teams operate, how founders react under pressure, and how companies adapt in real time. These are the pulse points, the heartbeat of potential that stone-cold numbers ignore. You want to know what to watch? Here's the deal. Look at founder resilience like it's a muscle, not a buzzword. Is the founder clear when things go sideways, or do they crumble? Track how fast a startup learns from mistakes, not just how many mistakes, but how aggressively they close the gap after failure. This learning speed is gold. Then dig into the team chemistry. That messy, disjointed startup culture that turns toxic means the company's doomed. But a team that handles tension without hitting eject, that's a huge signal. Next, customer obsession. It's not about vanity metrics like downloads or signups, it's about the intensity of actual problems solved. When users are evangelizing the product because it changed their life, that's a green light screaming, invest. You can't fake that. Another non-traditional metric? Founder adaptability at the market level. Markets change faster now than ever. If your founder can't pivot or iterate based on shifting winds, someone else will outmaneuver them and you'll be left holding a dead startup. If you're investing, stop chasing the shiny numbers other investors drool over. Scan the guts of the company. Spend more time scrutinizing the grind, the gut reactions, the uncanny ability to self-correct. Those hard to quantify things move the needle more than any financial ratio. And founders, listen, when pitching, don't just show off growth charts. Show scars. Show how you survived your worst week. Show the changes you made that turned the tide. Investors need to see you can stomach the fight, adapt, and learn fast. That's your edge, your real power. Here's the kicker nobody's telling you. Capital flows to what looks certain, but certainty in startups is a lie. The only certainty is agility, resilience, and sharp edges hidden deep under the hood. Your job is to train your eyes to see that. The messy, human stuff everyone ignores. Double down on non-traditional metrics because they predict what the numbers miss. Survival, evolution, and genuine value creation. Don't let the system box you into shallow evaluations. You're better than that. Demand more. Look deeper. Trust your gut about what you can't see in a spreadsheet. If you do this, you break free of predictable, boring investments that only bring mediocre returns or heartbreak. You start backing companies that adapt, innovate, and truly disrupt. You find the rare founders who carry that fire even when the lights go out. The pain, frustration, bad deals, they get smaller because you're playing a different game. So stop sweating the stuff everyone points to by default. Start obsessing over what really moves the needle. Watch teams like hawks for endurance under pressure. Listen to founders talk about failure, not just success. Map how quickly products evolve with the real needs of users. That's the winning formula most investors miss, and it's waiting for you to use it. Trust this, the future doesn't belong to spreadsheets and reports. It belongs to those who see beyond the noise and bet on true grit, on real learning, on intense connection between founders and markets. That's where real startup wins come from. Get tuned in, act sharp. This changes everything. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to discover more.